Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back. No.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going mic-less. My microphone is dead. I need to charge that thing up. But I wanted to talk about retirement because this is a big thing that a lot of people are starting to worry about. A lot of people are starting to think about their own retirement. You see, a lot of people live for today. They live for the present, which is amazing. I'm glad that you get to live for right now. You get to live and experience life as it is coming to you. But a lot of the times you miss out on so much because you don't take advantage of preparing for the future. You see, there's a lot of sacrifice that comes into preparing for the future. There's a lot of sacrifice that comes in when you decide to forego certain things in your life in order to prepare for what it is that you must do moving forward. And, you know, I've understood for the last 8 years of my life when I was preparing college and then 4 years outside of college was all preparation for what I am doing right now, right? So I had to sacrifice for 8 years in order to live the life that I want to live now, to where I can go ahead and do whatever I want to do, live however I want to live, have as much fun as I want to have, and have whatever house that I want to have or drive whatever car I want to drive. And guess what? It's all good. Everything is good. I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about debt. I don't have to worry about nothing at all. And so to get to that point, it took 8 years of sacrifice for me. It might take 5 years for you. It might take 10 years for your friend. Whatever the case may be, it took me 8 years. That's what I know. Now, if we look at the statistics and everything else, a lot of people had to juggle so much other things, whether it's debt, whether it's a lot of other stuff. But I was paying that off while I was in college. And so I do consider that as, you know, a form of debt that I would have had I not worked hard to pay it off while I was in school, right? And it would have been that much harder because of the interest and everything else that I didn't have to accrue on that said debt. But I had to work hard. I didn't have days off. I would work 40 hours a week and go to school full time. And so it's just letting people understand that there is a sacrifice that comes with this life. There is a sacrifice that comes with financial freedom. And if you don't want to take that sacrifice, that's okay too. There's other ways to reach the same goal. It's going to take a lot longer while you're enjoying life, right? If you want to enjoy life and reach said goal, it's going to take you so much longer rather than saying, hey, significant other, or hey, individual, if you're alone and not with someone at the time. Let's lock in. Let's focus up. Let's do what we have to do. You got to want this more than almost anything in the world, right? If you're going to go that route. Most people are not going to go that route. Most people are social creatures. Most people need that interaction, need that attention, right? And so I understand that we're not going to have the same timeline. We're not going to have the same, wherewithal to say, you know what, I'm going to sacrifice this thing today so that I can flourish in everything tomorrow. And, again, it's not necessarily necessary for you to sacrifice so much because relationships are also very important. Relationships can open doors for you that other things cannot. Hard work can open so many doors for you, but relationships can open far much more. Understand that. And so as hard as I work in everything that I do, and as hard as I train and live my life in order to be meticulous, in order to be systematic in everything that I do, I also understand that relationships can take me much farther than my hard work itself. Being smart, being educated, being capable is one thing. But being personable, being able to adjust and adapt to situations is another. And that is another skill that people are going to take on in life. And so when people ask me about how I'm living, how I'm feeling, how I'm doing, the answer is always good. The answer is always well, but it took me a while to get there. You understand? And it's to the point where I have people who absolutely love me and care for me that are telling me, and this is why I like to speak to you all over the camera, because I get to be so real. I have people telling me that I shouldn't tell people I'm doing well. I shouldn't tell people I'm doing good, because I also have those experiences. I also know where they're coming from, where people want to take advantage of that. People want to say, oh, because you're doing so well, help me out. Where's the financial, abundance, and how can I get some of that? But they don't understand that in order to get to this space that I'm in, I had to be frugal. I had to be money conscious. I had to not spend money on things that didn't make me money. And 9 times out of 10, it depends on your circle, but most relationships are not making you money. They're just filling your life with something else that money absolutely can't buy, right? So you have to think about those things, and you have to think about the situations and the circumstances that people are trying to put you in, and also understand who is trying to take advantage of you, and then who is trying to actually be around you. And so that's one of the beauties of not having money, is the ability to say, you know what? I'm around and surrounding this person because I want to be around them. I've heard so much more over the last 2 years that people are around me because they want to be around me and not for my money. But the fact that they have to bring up the fact that I have money is already something that is concerning, right? It's already something that most people don't have to, I wouldn't say most people, but some people don't have to deal with, right? I remember the days where all of my friend group, there was nothing to talk about but aside the fact that we're friends. And we're around each other because we want to be around each other. Simple as that, plain and simple. Now that you have something to offer that's just icing on the cake, but is not the bulk of the friendship. You can make money the entirety of your life, or you can just make it a part of your life, right? And that's the thing. Make sure that the life that you want to live is for you and not for everyone else. So we all want money. Great. Do you want it to be your entire life, or do you want it to just be a fraction of it? If it's a fraction of it, I can't tell you what is going to be more fulfilling for you. Only you can determine that, right? Some people will make it their everything, and some people will just make it a piece. It's up for you to decide. How do you want to live? How do you want to grow? What is your purpose? Some people's purpose is to help everyone around them, and they're initially givers. And because of that, they don't see people reaching out to them as a negative. They see it as a blessing because they're able to help. Other people see it as a negative, like everybody is having a handout. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's a different topic for another day. But the main purpose of this is understand what you want, understand what your purpose is, understand what it is that you want to do, and how you want to behave in certain situations, how you want to interact with others. What are you willing to sacrifice right now in order to achieve what you need to achieve? Because even if you want to live that life in the present while still saving and investing for the future, you're going to have to make certain sacrifices. You're going to have to say no a few times. And saying no is the most powerful thing that you can learn to do. If you take nothing from this lesson, saying no is going to be the most powerful thing that you learn to do. Now, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I try to post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.